Hey guys, what's up? Jake here, dumb as ever. We got a podcast going on, and right now we've got two other Jakes going on.
Yeah, what's
You're
up?
the only bastard here not named Jake.
What's up? Jake here, the smart one, also the older one.
Ancient, some might say.
the original Jake.
Older than dust.
The original Jake, OG Jake. OJ.
Original? I don't know
Original
about that.
recipe
I mean,
Jake.
nobody knows that your name is Jake, but everybody knows my name
Plenty
is
of
Jake.
people
So I
know
feel
my
like
name
I'm
is
kind
Jake.
of the original Jake.
Plenty of people know
I
my
mean,
name
they
is
know now because of the podcast.
No, you're not
but-
the original Jake. You copyrighted the name Jake.
I think Jacob
Look,
at
I'm
one
not
point
the
was
Fine
like the
Brothers.
most used boy name.
I'm not the Fine Bros. No, here's the thing: I'm not Jacob. I'm Jake.
Oh, really? Your legal name is Jake?
My legal name, my birth name is Jake, not Jacob. Jake.
And
My
here's
parents like
a
four
here's a
letters.
little
Actually,
bit
I'm
of,
the imposter.
here's a little bit of ASMR for you guys. Soda.
Cool.
Yeah, my parents like 4-letter names, so I got Jake.
That's based. So this is our first Patreon/member bonus episode for the Chia Pet and Minecraft tiers. Minecraft.
By the way, I
And-
don't
and
I
to-
don't have a Minecraft. I mean, I have like an account for it, but I don't have the game downloaded or installed, and I haven't played
That's
it in a
why
while.
I donated. Flip.
Yeah, they all wanted to play Minecraft with me. Even if I had it, man, you would barely see me on there because they ruined Minecraft.
No, okay, yeah.
What if-
This guy has a lot of issues with Minecraft. We will I'm gonna force this man at gunpoint to play Minecraft for a video, probably.
Look,
I thought you were gonna say I'm
in
gonna.
Minecraft,
I thought you were
want
gonna
to
say I'm
be-
gonna force my viewers to donate to play Minecraft.
I mean,
In Minecraft, I like to be. What I like to do is diggy hole. I like to be a little dwarf.
Yeah.
I like to diggy hole.
You don't like to brown brick in Minecraft?
I do not.
brown bricks.
I don't want to go hunting for a cave. I just want to diggy the hole.
I love building brown bricks in Minecraft.
I don't know what that is.
You can shut up now.
This guy doesn't know.
He doesn't know. The stupid,
Well,
the stupid-
well, I think in the video
Batman meme.
when we do, well, what we should do is stream it and then turn it into a video. But we should test your theory and see if we can strip mine, see if it's in the game again, and see if you can stop bitching about it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, and you
will
can play
Will I ever
Minecraft.
stop bitching about anything? That's the question. No.
I kind of doubt it, but that's okay. That's why we love you. In today's bonus episode, we are going to be talking about more Transformers matchups.
No!
So death battles. These are fan submitted from the video comments. So I'm just gonna read from the comments, and we'll see how these matchups go.
Oh no.
Okay.
They better be good ones,
Any-
fans, or else I'm gonna block you.
Okay, BB_Hippo says G1 Predacons versus G1 Seacons.
Ooh.
Well,
I think the Predacons always get like. Here's the thing: is I don't think that necessarily it's fair, but the Predacons get hyped so fucking hard over and over and over again that they're overhyped. But the overhyping would probably make them the they'd be the ones who carry it away because it's hey, they're the Predacons, they're so fucking hardcore.
we're basing this on how popular they are. Or?
Well, no, we're basing it on like how overpowered everyone thinks they are. They're popular, so therefore people think they're too powerful. Or not too powerful. They think
Okay.
they think they're like so powerful.
Yeah, and the Power of the Primes one was big, so.
And the Power of the Primes one fucking like, oh my god, Power of the Primes is fucking just watching those fucking two losers just go around and snapping off combiner heads, and that apparently kills the entire combiner team was the dumbest fucking thing.
I have not watched that.
It is.
Is that even like on YouTube anymore?
I think.
Didn't
See,
Machinima
you
made
know
that,
what's the
right?
funny
Yeah,
thing
but I think
is
it's like on
that
the Hasbro channel now.
what's funny is that so Machinima shut down, and so they couldn't stream it on YouTube, and then Rooster Teeth got it. Rooster Teeth shut down, so now they can't stream it.
I think it's just on the Hasbro channel. I think it's just
Yeah.
on like the main Hasbro.
Oh no, Hasbro channel, you better watch it. If the
They're
trend
watching- we're gonna send
continues,
tens of viewers your way, so that way they can watch the Power of the Primes.
I know you desperately need it.
Yeah, for real. Do the Seacons, is the combined form Sea King? Is that correct, or what's he called?
Poseidon?
I actually don't know the Seacons that well.
Here's
Piranacon. It's Piranacon.
Piranacon, and then I think it's also like if you're in Japan, it's like Poseidon. That's the thing, is that like the Seacons are primarily a Japanese continuity team.
I think it's King Poseidon.
King Poseidon. Yeah, they're primarily a Japanese team, and here's the one thing that they have that's an edge over Predaking, who is going to be considered to be the more powerful one, is that the Seacons only are in their native continuity. I believe they are there's like one. There's either one or no unique members. Otherwise, they're just like an endless armada of clones that have no personalities that can just form King Poseidon anytime they want.
Yeah.
So like it's I guess power versus endlessness. Though I suppose
still say
I suppose to be
Predaking.
fair, even though they're endless, they're beat by non-combiners in their native series. So
I do like how one of them can turn into a gun, but yeah, I'm gonna say, for the sake of it, Predaking, because at least I know a little more about Predaking. I don't look at the later combiners too often, so I'm still learning. I'm still a
I feel like
young little
Predaking
boy.
is a later combiner.
Yeah, but he's still early-ish enough.
He's easily one of the coolest combiners to me. I'll say that.
Yeah, I like the wings.
He's kind of got a like a Megazord style to him.
I actually hate him. I think he's one of the ugliest combiners.
Of course you do.
Oh, silly me.
I think he's just kind of like over-designed is my issue with him. I don't have any other I don't have like a character issue with him. I just think he's over-designed.
I like what third party does with them though.
Third party loves this motherfucker.
You
I
talk
feel
about like Kang toys.
Sure, I don't know the names.
Yeah, neither of us are into third party, are we? Like, do you have any, Brian?
I have a few, but only
few?
because I felt like I was required to get it as a Transformers fan or a collector.
I have a ton. Like on the shelf.
I know.
above my
I
head,
saw the
probably
recent
have over-
video and I could see a few of them on your shelf.
I have two like sitting over my head. Like if there's an earthquake, they're gonna fall on me and kill me. Is probably like $2,000 worth of third party figures. And that's just that one shelf.
At the toy fair, I saw this 2 foot tall. I think it was Bruticus. It might have been over 2 feet tall. It was huge.
Yeah, I've never had a third party figure.
They're good.
If I did, it would be like an Iron Factory Legends class figure.
It depends on the third
small
party,
Transformers.
but they're good. Not every third party figure is a winner,
Oh no.
but yeah, they're
It's just an interesting part of the franchise because there's not really. I mean, there are third parties for other, like, there's kind of G.I. Joe third party figures, but
I know there's also
Transformers is kind of prolific.
yeah, they're weirdly prolific. I know that TMNT has some third party figures, and
Yeah. There's some third party Transformer TMT
Yep. Yep.
that came out before the actual collab.
And it
it
honestly
was Iron
looks a little
Factory
better
back
than.
And to be fair, there
Yeah.
are weird crossovers with other things from the Transformer side of things, like MMC Batman.
Yeah, I was about to say the Batman one. Yeah. Next.
All right.
Next crossover. Next.
Rekgar G1 with comic abilities versus animated Lockdown.
Who the fuck here read the comic? No one.
I don't know. I honestly thought you would know.
No, I did not. I know the G1 comic at least decently well, but I'm not about to read that shit.
Okay, I'm looking it up on TF Wiki. Just
I'm
out of
All I
I'm
know
a-
is that he's ahead at some point.
I'm assuming he's like unkillable, but that was in the show.
If he's unkillable, then Rekgar, because you can't kill the guy.
Yeah, in the show they could fall apart and put themselves back together because they came apart real easy, but they slapped back together like it was nothing.
Although at the same time, I guess Lockdown would be kind of like the evil version of Batman. I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know.
The evil version of Batman, Lockdown?
The evil
He's a
version of
bounty
Batman
hunter.
bin Superman?
Lockdown's more like Boba Fett,
I
I
guess.
feel like.
But he has all the gear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. I see what you're saying now. Okay, someone said Unicron versus the Death Star. I feel like that's an easy matchup. Unicron can, like, become a guy.
Also, you could just
Pretty
sneak
quick.
up behind Death Star. The Death Star
If
has
you-
one weapon.
Yeah, but it's not clear how like fast the Death Star can necessarily turn, and the Death Star's weapon is a blast that can blow up a planet like instantly, which it takes Unicron like a couple minutes to get off the destruction of a planet, and it's also not very clear like what the size of the Death Star compared to Unicron would be. Is the Death Star like the size of one of Cybertron's moons, or is the Death Star like the size of Cybertron, where Unicron had to transform into his robot mode and punch the shit out of it because he could not damage Cybertron particularly fast when he was of equivalent size to it?
That's a good point. You could probably extrapolate how big the Death Star is if you knew the size of, like, an X-Wing.
Yeah, actually, we might
But-
be able. That might just be like common knowledge.
I mean, I think it's the
How
size
big
of a
was
moon.
the Death Star?
But do we know how big Unicron is?
The Death Star was 160 kilometers.
Okay.
And then Unicron's gonna be a
160
bitch because there's like 5,000 versions of Unicron.
Yeah.
How big is the moon? Our moon?
How dare you comment?
so
You guys are
according
making us do
to-
research. This is like school.
Yeah, according to the wiki, he's anywhere from 120,000 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers. But I don't.
Okay, for reference, our moon is 3,400 kilometers.
Jesus.
So the Death Star is kind of tiny comparatively, no?
Yeah, but it's very powerful.
Yeah, but I feel like any version
Oh,
of
wow.
Unicron could
I-
probably just like
I
bite
feel
didn't
like
know
I could
this,
take
but
on
the
the
second-
Death Star. Let
The
me
second
at him.
Death Star is bigger, like significantly bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, the second one?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know why
Yeah, I
you
didn't
bother
either.
making it bigger, especially when you ran out of resources after building the first one. But okay,
Now, Star Killer, we don't talk about that.
yeah, we don't.
Star Killer base. Man, that first movie was pretty good.
No,
when
it
Came
wasn't.
back. I was like, okay, it's kind of a rehash, but it was fun.
I came
I
out of
The
that
never
third
saw
one,
those movies.
holy shit!
I came out of that first movie and I was like, okay, so that was just a worse version of the first Star Wars movie. And then also, how am I ever going to be afraid of this fucking loser villain again? He's a crybaby wannabe Darth Vader fanboy who got his ass kicked by two people who can't fight.
Now, I want to say, by the way, about the Death Star. Take into account that it could transform into Darth Vader with the Transformers crossovers.
That's a good point. Transformers crossover Death Star. I mean, if it's the same size, because that's clearly the first Death Star that he turns into, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah.
Because it's all the way built. He'd be still diminutive. I can't even say that word. Small in comparison to Unicron. So I think he gets a shit rock no matter what.
Yeah. Now, Lego Death Star.
Okay. It hurts Unicron's foot.
Oh, I stepped on a Lego in space. How does that work?
How about this? How about this? Spaceball 1 versus the Death Star.
Space.
It's Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man
I
versus
love-
the Death Star.
This is funny. I watched Spaceballs before I ever watched Star Wars. One day my mom just came home from going to garage sales with it on VHS. And I watched it, and I would like watch it over and over. I was geeked by it for some reason. I didn't get most of the jokes. I just kind of liked the story. Same thing with Scary Movie. I watched that way more than I watched Scream.
What I thought you were
As a
saying
kid.
was your mom walked in, caught you watching Spaceballs, and she got disappointed and cried.
What? No. She gave me Spaceballs. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
no,
was like,
my parents.
Watch it. It's funny.
I watched the original Star Wars before I watched Spaceballs for sure, but my parents 100%. It was one of those movies like there were these several movies that my parents were like, no, they're old enough for this at the age of 3. And they were like, it was like Spaceballs and fucking Tremors.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. I love Tremors.
I've not seen Tremors.
Tremors is awesome, and even as a kid, what was weird is that I grew up loving Tremors so much, and they let me watch it like anytime I wanted, that there was a local VHS rental place in my town, and for some reason that place kept Tremors in the Hellraiser box, and I knew it was in there. So I would every time I would
You
go,
knew the secrets.
every time I would go rent the Hellraiser movie, because the Tremors was inside of it. I'd rent the sleeve for Hellraiser to get Tremors.
But your parents knew it was in the Hellraiser, right?
Yeah, my parents were aware. They like open it and they check it every time. But yeah, it was in there.
Man, that's funny. Hellraiser is a good movie too.
I only
Definitely
saw
not appropriate
Hellraiser
for a 3-year-old.
I only saw Hellraiser I think I saw Hellraiser 2 years ago for the first time.
Yeah, I watched it like maybe 3 or 4.
What's
years
funny
ago
is
for the first time.
I watched Hellraiser 1 and 2 for the first time 2 years ago, and Hellraiser 2 was what I thought Hellraiser 1 was going to be, and I really wanted Hellraiser to be I really wanted before watching them, I wanted to see basically Hellraiser 2 when I watched Hellraiser 1. And then I watched Hellraiser 1, and I was like, wow, that gave me like something that I wasn't expecting that I wanted, and I'm like, okay, Hellraiser 1 is definitely the better movie.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Hellraiser 2 is what I wanted to see going in. Hellraiser 1 was the one that I came away like yeah, that's the movie.
I've not seen Hellraiser 2. I've only seen the first one.
Then why are you agreeing
I know what
with
you
me?
mean though.
Okay.
No, I'm agreeing with like it's not the movie you were expecting it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I watched Hellraiser 1, I was like totally expecting a certain movie. And then it's like got the uncle without the skin, and it's kind of a weirder movie
Yeah.
than I was expecting. What are you sending, Brian? Monster trucks?
My desk toy. I'm just playing with a little monster truck. I've been into monster trucks for a while, so.
Are you bored by our Hellraiser conversation?
I've never seen Hellraiser, so I was like, I don't give a shit.
Watch Hellraiser. It's pretty good.
Yeah, highly recommend. Don't watch that new one that came out a few years ago.
Oh god,
It's
no.
fucking
I
garbage.
heard that sucked.
But the Unicron versus Death Star thing was from
Oh,
Tracy
yeah,
Kovac
that.
Bevington. I think we solved that one. Okay, this person I can't tell what their name is because it does like @user JVD. Okay, Cashtron. Cashtron says G1 Brawn versus Prime Bulkhead.
Prime Bulkhead.
No, G1 Braun.
G1 Braun got shot in the shoulder.
Okay, why do each of you think so?
G1 Braun is literally super strong. He is an outlier. He is basically the Colossus, but he's Colossus in a Wolverine-sized package.
Yeah.
I love his little head.
But
But
Ironhide,
here's the thing,
animated Ironhide was like that.
But Bulkhead was so good that eventually they made it into a canceled Brawn.
Bulkhead is a big guy who is pretty strong for a big guy. Braun is a little guy who's insanely strong for even the biggest of guys.
Yeah, but there's that one scene where Bulkhead goes super fast for no reason. It's like the funniest.
Your arguments are always good. They're always like, well, there's that one scene where he does one thing.
That's that death battle energy where it's like it happened one time, so therefore we have to count it.
Welcome to Death Battle.
Well, okay, so I kind of feel like I prefer Brawn because I hate Prime Bulkhead.
Really,
because he's not animated Bulkhead.
That is a strange standpoint.
I don't hate him. I just I way prefer animated Bulkhead.
I mean, obviously, I
didn't really like the
anyone who's
change.
seen both shows is going to prefer the animated version because he had way more character. But that's just kind of a problem with Prime in general.
Jeez, I think I know what I'm gonna say on my hot takes video.
But Braun did get one shot killed in the movie.
I mean, he got shot through the shoulder, through the top of the shoulder, down. out of his back with the Megatron blaster, which is a way more powerful weapon than people tend to give it credit for.
Yeah, but
And-
the Russian got stabbed in the chest with the knife.
You know that Romans used to execute people by stabbing them through where Braun got shot from.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's a robot.
He's not a
Yeah, he's a
Roman.
robot. But okay, so let me put it. So you get shot through like a part of your chest, and the shot only hits whatever's directly behind that. If you get shot through the top of your shoulder, you're getting shot through your everything. It is hitting several things on the way down before it comes back out the other side.
I feel like you want Transformers to just be humans.
I-
You're like, they can't have the guns ingrained into their hands. They have to pick them up. They got to change their alt modes.
We
at a
get it.
station.
You want to be a
Like-
pretender.
No,
We
that's,
get it.
you're correct. I want the Transformers to be essentially humans, because that makes them more relatable. It makes their conflict more understandable, more relatable. It evens out a whole lot of things, and it just smooths out everything. And it's like, yes, this is us, but a galactic civilization of robots, rather than
Sure.
maybe spoiler for the controversial take section, but I actually do want not necessarily like sexual reproduction, but paired reproduction in the Transformers.
Wait, yo. Okay. Well, that's a teaser for next week's episode.
The
Can't wait to hear
hatchlings-
more of that.
The hatchlings can't stop dying.
Not the hatchlings. Ooh, that would be a good matchup. The like baby Scorponok is growing.
I was
in
thinking
IDW
that too.
versus Boss Baby.
Yeah, that's the real
Who wins?
debate.
Who wins?
You,
A
you know
human
what?
baby?
We won't even debate that. You guys decide in the comments.
Here's the thing. I got a question for you. Who would win, a human baby or a mosquito? I think mosquitoes got a pretty. I'm pretty sure mosquitoes got that unlock, and they're not even robots.
Historically. Yeah. I can't say you're wrong. What the thing here's something about G1 Braun. It's not even really related to the argument here. I always felt like his legs look like cricket legs on the G1 toy.
On the original
He just
toy,
looks
yeah.
like a cricket to me.
I can see that he's got very spindly
He's
legs.
more kickback than kickback.
He's more Springer than Springer.
Okay, so I guess I would say I prefer Braun in that matchup, even though I don't really have a big dog either way. So I'm looking. Okay, Mr. Robot 1984. He says Dumb Jake sucks. Transmetal Tarantulas versus Shockwave.
And we're going to be scaling them up so that way they are in equal power scaling.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
here's
sure
the thing.
if
The
it
problem with
really
this.
matters.
The problem with this is that depending on the continuity, Shockwave is either way fucking more hardcore or not hardcore at all. Like in G1, Shockwave isn't really all that impressive, but the G1 comic books, Shockwave's able to take on all of the Dinobots at once. And then in IDW, it like flips back and forth. This is a very
yeah.
difficult one.
Well,
Let's go.
not only
Here's the
that-
thing. Here's the thing. Let's do this. Prime Shockwave. Prime Shockwave is a very consistent. He's like a solo only version. He's got a very consistently shown level of power.
Yeah, he's kind of beefier. He can take a fight.
Yeah,
but
he's
not
beefier.
necessarily overpowered.
He survived zombie Predacons.
He's beefier, but he's not like for some reason just G1 Shockwave is stronger than guys like 3 times bigger than him. Or G1 Comics Shockwave. G1 Comics Shockwave is stronger than guys 3 times bigger than him, just because he's the bad guy, so he's strong.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't like females, so.
Females. I actually so I figured out what my touchstone phrase to get me in character for Shockwave is, and it is being hot is simply logical.
Who was that? I heard some guy. Shit.
But yes,
I
he
feel,
trying
I
to
feel
be
like
me
an odd
again?
one out.
I'm gonna
have
kill
no
you.
You guys should dub over some of the new Transformers comic book.
I'm
could be
gonna
funny.
fucking kill you.
That could be very funny. Anyways, so like I was
Calm
saying,
down, Shockwave. Calm down.
like I was saying, so if we're going with Prime Shockwave, it's interesting because
He did just say, the commenter did just say Shockwave, so I kind of assume anytime someone just says a name, they're implying G1.
Here's my thing: is
Well,
that
I'm fine with Prime matchup, but that's just kind of what I inferred.
here's my thing: is that even if we size up tarantulas, would that matter necessarily? Because it's not always about strength; it could be about like creations or
Wit?
inventions or weaponry or
that's kind of like the thing that I'm looking at too. So the problem with G1 Shockwave is that G1 Shockwave, if we're going G1 from the cartoon, isn't a particularly good fighter at all.
No.
So, like, Tarantulas at equal power scaling to him would destroy him. The funny thing is that Transmetal Tarantulas is actually kind of weaker than regular Tarantulas. His arsenal is significantly reduced comparatively with traditional Tarantulas.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no. A lot of people think that the Transmetal upgrade is like it makes them more powerful and more dangerous. Not really. It's more of a mobility upgrade. They have the vehicle forms, and then like they're perfectly immune to the energon radiation, and that's really it. They actually, a lot of them lose out on some combat effectiveness for it.
They're kind of like mutated, right?
Yeah, it's more of a side grade than an upgrade.
Why do I have a lamp on in my face when we're not doing video?
Just making yourself sweat for no reason.
Yeah.
So
I
if we're
want to
going
shine.
if we're going G1 cartoon, I would say that Tarantulas is going to win, and if we're going Prime, that's a more interesting matchup.
Yeah,
I'll just
we can
agree
say
with
Prime.
that because it's too complicated to really think, honestly. It really
Yeah.
depends because, I mean, there's different factors to take in. You got different continuities for Shockwave, so.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is we need like a defined, like specific Shockwave to really make this one work.
And factors. I think. Because, I mean, you could size it up or you could keep it the same size, and I'm not sure if that.
Well, if
really
we
matters.
keep it the same size, Tarantulas is just so small.
Yeah, but.
You get squashed like a bug.
He's literally a spider.
But that might be a benefit. You could sneak around and be like, I'm gonna bite your neck. Nom, nom,
like
nom, nom, nom.
like Ant-Man get inside Shockwave or something.
Yeah,
Not necessarily like that, but
Thanos.
I would say that G1 Shockwave is so unimpressive as a fighter that baseline Tarantulas might be able to like do some poison shit or something. Like it's going more toward Shockwave because Shockwave is bigger and stronger and can squash him very rapidly. But his
I think
arsenal
he could
is so
decapitate him if he wanted to.
but little Tarantulas is his arsenal is so vast and so deadly, just at the base level that it would be a more fair matchup than it would be like Tarantulas or a Pterosaur versus Starscream.
Shockwave is so cool.
I love him.
I love Shockwave too. Shockwave, awesome.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's
just-
one of my mascots on my channel. That and he was like the only voice I could do as a kid, so he's kind of stuck. That's why I have that whole purple order now with a bunch of Shockwaves.
Purple Order.
I am a boat.
Okay, let's do one more matchup here from New Ferret. And New Ferret says, "Hear me out, G1 Nightbird versus Animated Prowl."
Oh, that's
G1 Nightbird. There isn't a. Oh wait, yeah, no, there is.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
stupid. Versus
that
animated-
one actually.
So
That one.
she's
takes
kind of a
some
ninja
thought.
too.
She doesn't have an alt mode.
No,
Interesting.
but does she need it?
Well, I feel like that gives her a disadvantage immediately.
That does, yes.
Oh, Nightbird is a giant female ninja robot built to benefit mankind.
Yeah, she is a human. She's a human produced robot who essentially gets given a spark, but she does not have an alt mode.
Yeah, she was designed by Elon Musk. I would say.
Elon Musk, but said with a racist Japanese accent. That's who designed it.
She doesn't speak.
But yeah, so
I want to be ninja.
I'm gonna say that
You're not allowed to sing that.
I'm gonna say that animated Prowl wins. Animated Prowl, I think, Animated Prowl is probably the better ninja. He's probably, he does have an alt mode, and he is definitely shown to like because in that robot magic is actually a thing. Where in Transformers G1, robot magic is absolutely not a thing. So he is a magical ninja. She is a fictional ninja, but like the old style, where it's just like a person who's good with a sword and can throw like a throwing star.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like also if Nightbird is built by humanity, she must be like younger than the other Transformers, so Prowl probably has years and years of like combat knowledge over her.
Okay,
That
here's-
doesn't matter. She woke
here's
up
my
and she was the
thing.
best
What do
ninja
you
ever.
mean?
Here's my
Well,
thing: is
in
that
G1.
here's my thing is that see, she was designed, so she probably had all these fighting skills implemented and like already downloaded into her. Another thing to take into account is Prowl can get cocky at times. Prowl's probably a lot smaller. Nightbird has taken on multiple Autobots in one, and another thing is that I think Nightbird has a bigger arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, because I think she has the ninja stars, but then she's got the blades too. So
She's got nunchucks in this one picture.
yeah. So I think Prowl, the thing about him is if he does it alone, he's gonna get too cocky or I don't know, overconfident to really think of, oh, maybe this is the best way to defeat her or something. He's just gonna go charging in. So it kind of depends on if Prowl is still cocky about it or. Yeah, I don't
Nightbird
know.
wasn't like the biggest robot in that, so I think that
No,
she and
but-
him are going to be more.
No, but Prowl's a bike.
yeah,
So
Prowl's a motorcycle,
he's-
but there is, but that show absolutely 100% has mass shifting.
It does, but I'm kind of leaning towards
Yeah.
Nightbird as long as
It's definitely a better matchup than I think most of the ones that we've gone over so far.
Yeah, I feel like I have just straight up bias because I know Prowl and I don't know Nightbird.
And I know
So that's
both
kind
of
of
them.
an issue
I
for
think
me.
it's going to go to Prowl because Prowl is a magical ninja versus a fictional but less powered, ninja.
But what is he gonna do with his magic? Be like, ooh, here, I cast a spell on you.
Now you're mine.
What is what is his magic exactly? What magic does he have?
It's like a like spark chi bullshit.
Oh, right.
His magic is he could be still.
He has oneness of mind. He could
Oh,
probably
you
he
know
could
what?
probably
He
do
does
the
have the hologram. I forgot about that too.
he's got that. He could probably do the classic fucking Doctor Strange punch you in the chest and knock your soul clean out of your body.
Okay, I completely forgot if he has the hologram or the samurai suit. I would say Prowl.
You weren't thinking. I was thinking of the samurai suit the entire time.
Oh, I wasn't. Because I feel like base Prowl does not have the samurai suit. Like he only had it a couple
The
times.
version
in
of
the
him
show,
that doesn't
right?
have the samurai suit doesn't have the samurai suit. You don't say.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the version I think of when I think of Prowl. I don't automatically go to his samurai.
Did you know
armor.
that not Super Saiyan Goku isn't Super Saiyan?
What?
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Did you know that I do sound effects? Here's a T-Rex.
Yeah, so I guess that's our first bonus. Great stuff as usual from us. Any hopes and dreams for the pods, fellas?
Way to big ups yourself. I hope in the future that when you come up with your own like thing that we're supposed to do, you actually put effort into it. That's what I hope, motherfucker.
I already do. You're such a dick.
Sure.
I hope to put a big bright
You show up
smile
last
on
time.
everyone's face.
You show up, or not last time, but the last video that come out. You show up and you're like Wheelie versus Laserbeak from Armada.
Okay. That was a good matchup.
No.
People are saying this in the comments.
No, they weren't.
Hold on. Yes.
Soundwave versus the
comment.
unmatched power
I
of
have
the
a
sun. Who
I have a
win?
single comment. I've got one guy with a comment.
Oh, hold on. There's a whole comment thread about this, brother. I got you. Oh fuck, where is it?
It doesn't exist. It's in your head.
I'm just gonna say this for the podcast in the future. Hopefully, we could put more big, bright smiles on everyone's faces.
I don't think we put a single smile on anyone's face.
All right, Brian, do you have any
yeah.
any hopes for the future?
I want to get a girlfriend.
Okay. Movie Wheelie with brains took out a mothership in Dark of the Moon. I feel like Wheelie could beat Laserbeak. Yeah, but they took it out by fucking with the controls and making it crash. They didn't punch a hole in its hole
They
or something.
sneaked into the ship.
True, but the fact that him and Brains were able to take out the mothership that way, the fact that Wheelie and Brains were able to pilot one of the ships to get up there shows that they are at least pretty crafty. And I feel like that gives Wheelie a little bit of advantage over Armada Laserbeak.
You think Laserbeak couldn't do that? You think that
That's
Laserbeak
like sneaking
couldn't-
into a mall.
I can see your reasoning, but counterpoint. Laserbeak flies and, assuming he still has access to it in robot mode, has a gun for a face. There's even more. Okay, I'm just saying it is an argument. There's an argument to be had there that people are having. So I don't see that for any other fucking matchup we talked
gotta
about.
Yeah, it's because they
record
were all
another
veteran. They were
episode.
already like fully discussed.
Oh my god. Okay. My hope and dream is that we can meet in person and do an in-person podcast one day.
You know that
I
there
think that
is
would be very epic.
You're in like the East Coast, and Brian is in Canada.
Yeah, I would have to come over there probably.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely it would be like a TF Con in California or something.
Yeah, I need to get a passport in order to go to
I've
Canada.
never been to TF Con.
Yeah. So hopefully with our Patreon and stuff that you, the listener, are supporting, we'll be able to do that in the future. Thanks so much for supporting. We really appreciate it. We'll keep these bonus episodes coming as well as the regular episodes. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Later.
I'm Dumb Jake. Bye.